Hey everyone, welcome back to Great Sports Debates. We are back after finishing our troubles we've had with YouTube. Just wanted to get a quick shout out from another vet. He has a t-shirt organization. It's called Triggered Shirts. Let me know what you think in the video. But if you're looking to support vets, vet shirts, check out Triggered Shirts. Moving on, we'll hit a couple of quick NFL highlights. Then we'll move into basketball and boxing. Let me know what you think in the comment section. So quick rundown with the NFL season now kind of being full year round. Let's take a quick look at some of the combine highlights. Did any of you see the defensive tackle from Florida State that got first across the board with a 4.7 840, a 33.5-inch vertical, and a 9-foot 9-inch broad jump? Now I've seen him ranked around on average, I'd say about 18th among defensive linemen. I'm sure these combine numbers are going to push him up a bit. But you still have the two defensive tackles from Texas that showed it all year on the field and put up amazing combine numbers as well. Those are the guys I like first. But it's always nice seeing somebody make themselves some money from hard work. Last rant on the NFL. People are making a big deal about this Chiefs bad report card stuff. Like, let's be serious. These guys are ranking apps and all the facilities and stuff like that. They have everything known to man. It's kind of ridiculous to me. And maybe just more of shining a light on the situation of the guys in that locker room more than anything. But most of all, I would just say it's a big nothing. So let's move into the NBA since NBA season's full on. College basketball is kind of went downhill since everyone's been one and done for the last 20 years or so. So that will pick up in March. But let me hit a couple of things that have been bothering me about the NBA season so far, and I'll drop a good bet down at the end of this. I get LeBron James is the star of the league in terms of popularity, but I just can't stand watching these other sports shows, and they're leading with stuff like LeBron beats the Clippers, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, the Lakers have the talent. They should be able to beat some of these top teams once in a while. But they're inconsistent. And they're in 9th place. And this isn't new. This is what they've been doing the last few years. People want to blame the coaching, the roster. They've changed all that a number of times. Obviously, I'm not saying LeBron's a bad player. But the guy doesn't show effort. He doesn't go all out on defense. And personally, I really don't understand the fascination with the Lakers. LeBron's a great player, but he's clearly not one of the best players playing in the league right now. And then you have guys like SGA being ignored, who's putting up back-to-back good seasons, and people are barely talking about him. In fact, this season is a lot better than last season so far. Just look at the efficiency numbers, the defense, the team's record. This guy is a wrecking machine, and still, his second year putting up fabulous numbers is not on the radar for so many. These are the things that I get annoyed with when it comes to basketball. I feel like the channels and the big shows that we have that are supposed to be putting out this information really just do a poor job. But moving on to something a little more interesting, let's get to the Rookie of the Year debate. You got Wemby versus Chet. Now, early on, I was kind of more in the Chet Holmgren camp. Wemby's efficiency is pretty terrible, and Chet still has him by a mile there. But, Wemby has the block shots, the rebounds. Chet is playing more games. He is playing on a better team. He is more efficient. I honestly think if it's anywhere near close, Wemby's going to wind up winning it, just with all the hype behind him. And I'm also not a fan of the Rookie of the Year thing when it's not actually your rookie year. I get he was hurt. I think we all think Wemby's probably going to be the better player long term. And if he keeps progressing, he probably winds up winning the award. Like I said, if it's anywhere near close, he's going to win it. Why are the Denver Nuggets so rarely talked about? I get Jokic has gotten his due and he's got his MVPs and all that. But, he's surrounded by some good complementary pieces. With Murray going down, how serious is that going to be? But if they have Porter and Murray, and the way they move the ball, they play so selflessly. They play such smart basketball. They always take advantage of the mismatches. Nobody has an ego. It's hard to not see them repeating again. When it comes playoff time, they have the thing that still wins today. I know people think, oh yeah, the three-point shot. Yes, it has revolutionized the game. Yes, it's a smart shot when you have guys that can make them. And, of course, that's a big part of the game. But it's still important to have a big that demands a double team that can score at will. Now, I don't think Jokic should win MVP because he just doesn't have the volume as some of the other guys that are putting up fabulous numbers this year. He probably still is the most impactful player in the league. It's kind of him or Giannis every year, and Embiid's in that mix. Those guys, I think, are on a different level. I know I should throw Luka in there. Some people get upset. I really don't feel like he's as good on the other end as some of the other guys, but he's having a magnificent season. It's kind of hard. It's kind of going to be hard to take it away from him when the guy's averaging close to 35 points a game. But, again, Luka gets his coverage. The Nuggets, not so much. And like I told all you guys, this is a good reminder here. Go back and see the very first pod where we talked about the Bucks. And I said, why is everyone getting overrated and overhyping this team for a title run, picking up Dame Lillard? My question was, is that even an improvement? You have an older guy that scores not that efficiently and is nowhere near the defender of Jrue Holiday. So, to me, I was kind of like, is this even an upgrade? Where's the hype? And he didn't need the offense because he already had the offense that goes through the most efficient scorer in the league, Giannis. But let me give you a quick bet on the NBA side, and then we'll move along into the big boxing match coming up in April. So, for anyone that's listening today, I got a 4-leg parlay. It's money line, Cavs, 76ers, Celtics, and Clippers. You're about even money there. It's 4 big favorites. I kind of like this strategy a lot when it comes to NBA games, where there's games where I feel like there's a very strong chance those teams are going to win. So let me know what you think. I think that's definitely worth a unit to give a shout out to. There's also a couple of props that I got too, so if you're a member, you'll see that. We're dropping those props every day for the membership team. And then finally, we'll move on to the boxing match. I don't cover a lot of boxing because I just kind of casually watch boxing. I don't see all the matches. I don't want to pretend like I know these guys better than I do. Obviously, everyone thinks Haney's going to win this match. He's undefeated. He's minus 500 favorite. But if you're one of those guys that thinks Garcia has a chance, I would look at, and again, this is something I'm not betting on, not an expert on, but just interesting to me. Garcia is the one that has the knockout power, plus 650 KO win. So maybe worth a small bet gamble if you're a Garcia fan or you think he has a shot to win. But anyhow, that's all we got. I'm gonna try to get back to doing the podcast more consistent again after I kind of had my block slowdown issue with YouTube. Hopefully we can pick things up, build things up. I'm gonna have an NFL draft special at some point. We're going to talk about NBA playoffs when we get close to that spot. And we'll probably cover March Madness as well, just because it's a huge thing, as well as all of our normal big MMA fights, including UFC 300. And the predictions, like I said, you can check our playlist, sports betting. It's a lot of money that's been made if you've been following the MMA bets. So, as always, let me know what I missed in the comments. Let me know what you want to see. And I'm probably going to be working on a big NBA video in the near future as well. Thanks a lot.